YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's Throwaway Thursday because this slate is absolute garbage. 4 MLB games, a few WNBA games, but a preseason game, which I'll discuss here shortly. I'm going to discuss it all. So what I ask of you is smash the like button, know your role, pay the toll, hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and let's cook this thing together. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I cover all the sports, comment guy, NFL, NBA, MLB, WNBA, you name it, I cover it. And I use data models that I built to help create a winning process. Now, last night, Captain Crush was robbed in broad daylight. Robbed, buddy. Comment guy, I got robbed. They stole from me. They stole $17.50 right out of my pocket. That's right. They stole it from me, and I'm coming back for it in blood. The problem is, it won't be on this slate because this slate's poverty. Full stop poverty on this slate, my brothers and sisters in Christ. We got 2 solid pitchers. We got 2 mid pitchers, and both of their solid pitchers' lines are juiced to high heaven. My goodness. ParlayPlay has a couple of boosts on there with Gilbert and Perez and Alicia Gray and Hamburger and Thomas, but I'm not interested in any of that, to be honest. I'm just not. I'm salty. I was up all night shelling Dan in the chat, giving the chat a literal show free of charge, but this was the 3-peat nuke. I made it right here on this channel yesterday, live, baby, and in color. I said, give me the gas man, 5.5 Ks. I said, give me Ernie Bernie. We used crush bats, 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He got 9 of them. I said, Spencer Strider, 6.5 Ks. Guess what? In the daily dub club prop list, I put 5.5 Ks because I knew he was way more likely to land on 6 than 7, but the umpire sold him. He literally threw 7 Ks and the umpire said, nope, I'm stealing from you today. And that's what happened, and Kirby soared. I told you guys Kirby was in line to deal. Crushed Bats had him going over 5.5. I took under fantasy score too because I wanted him to get shelled. He did give up 2 runs. Gasman hooked his 1.5 earned runs but cashed their Ks, so I can't even be upset. However, this is upsetting. 17.25. That ain't pocket change, buddy. Robbed. 1,500 in profit equity. Robbed. And here it is right here. If you think I'm blowing smoke, Mr. Ortiz, you struck out, my friend. But pitch number 3 is a fastball perfectly painted in the left-hand corner. That's a strikeout. That's 7 Ks. That, my friends, was stolen from me, and you're looking at it in real time. If you think I'm blowing smoke, have a seat. I got screwed. Everybody knows it. I got robbed of a 3-peat. So as far as I'm concerned, I did 3-peat. Know your role, pay the toll, crush 3-peat. Now, like I said, I'm ticked off about it. I'm upset. I'm unhappy. I'm not feeling well. I'm irate. I'm angry. I'm fired up. I'm on tilt. I'm going to rage bet. No, I'm not going to rage bet because this slate's poverty. But we are going to put something together today. So let's cook it up and then we're going to get out of here. It's going to be quick. You better believe I'm going to go smash some balls on the golf course after that beat. What? Pause. Smashing balls around here on the golf course. Let's go over to PrizePicks. Oh yeah, I was so angry. I snap cashed out like $700 off the site because I was so angry. Both sites. So angry. I was about to lose it all if I didn't, buddy. So I cashed out, left some on there for a nuke. Thought today was going to be nukeable. It's not. It's okay. So what do we got? We got some hitters. We got, look at Louis Robert, 12, 14, 10 to 12. He has been at 5 all week long against elite pitchers and he's been getting it done. The most popular play in America. I want to take less, but I don't have the stones. So maybe I just take more and ride the house money. Same thing with Soderstrom facing Brady Singer. You know what? We will check these guys in crushed bats and we'll make a decision. Josh Naylor. I had Mr. Naylor last night and he went berserk. And I think he can do it again tonight. But like I said, comment guy, there's only really 2 good pitchers on this slate, okay? There's only really 2 good ones. But what is Ellie Deli Cruz's 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs being a demon for? Let me tell you, if you want to take a shot on that right off the rip, you absolutely can. I know he's facing Paul Skenes, but so what? I mean, the man, 2 hits, runs, RBI. Dude, he can hit a dinger anytime he wants, twice on Sunday. You know what? We'll run him too. But look at Logan Gilbert's line at 8 Ks, guys. Look at this. It's crazy. 8 Ks? What? I cannot advocate for you to take a man at 8 Ks, even versus the White Sox. Even though Kirby and Wu both got 9, I can't advocate. But I can advocate for you to take 6.5. I could advocate for you to take his fantasy score at 43.5. I think you could take that, but I'm telling you right now, there's the other fly in the ointment. The proverbial ointment always has a fly in it. You could take his pitches thrown at 90.5. You could take under 1.5 earned runs. Here's the deal. Don't take under 1.5 earned runs because the White Sox have been hitting. Here's the deal, guys, with Mr. Gilbert today. The White Sox are facing a sweep, and whenever a team is facing a sweep, it's very unlikely that they're going to get swept because it's just hard to lose 3 games in a row. These are professional MLB teams. They're not nickel and dime shows, buddy. They can win. Either of these 3 are in the mix. I prefer the K's. We're going to go over to Crush Bats, the pitcher side. We're going to run Mr. Gilbert, and I'm going to show you guys what I see, okay? You can see the strikeout rate, 8.4, just a little bit below the league average. Same thing with the hitting. Look at his last 5, 7, 7, 10, 9. His last 10, 7, 7, 10, 9, 5, 7, 7, 6, 10. And then his strikeout line at 8.5. No, we're going to run it down here at a crispy 6.5. His earned runs at 1.5, hits allowed at 4.5, 1.5 walks. When I click Crush It, it runs it 10,000 times, baby. I built it to do as such. 7.6 Ks in 10,000 runs. 2 earned runs, 3.9 hits, 1.2 walks, 5.4 innings pitched, 16 pitching outs. All right, so the strikeout line, 6.5, he goes over 61% of the time. That is not a slam dunk. And over 1.5 earned runs, 60% of the time. Hits allowed, 35%. Walks, 36%. So via the recommendations, you take over 6.5 Ks, over 1.5 earned runs, less on hits allowed, less on walks. But listen, comment guy, I'm just taking 6.5 Ks. I don't want this channel to turn into just a spoon feeding festival, okay? I do enough of that in my Discord. What I want you guys to do is start thinking outside the box. 43.5 pitcher fantasy score for Logan Gilbert. Why is this line so high? 34 Rangers, 24 Angels, shelled, Brewers 59, Detroit 43. He's going to need the win and the quality start to get this. White Sox are either going to come back and win this game or Logan Gilbert's going to run over him like a freight train, like Kirby did, like Woo did. Those are the coins. That's either side of it. Heads or tails, you decide. I know it's hard for the White Sox to get swept. I believe that in my bones, but Gilbert's elite, and I think he can get it done. Either of these 3 are in the mix. 6.5 Ks seems to be the most optimal. You've seen what the White Sox have been struggling against Woo. They're struggling against Kirby, and as my good friend Faceless says, the White Sox shell lefties, not righties, and Logan Gilbert is a righty. So 6.5 Ks, his line's at 8. Whatever you want to do, comment guy. And honestly, a sneaky play could be this combo. But listen, I took the combo for Kirby and the other, I can't remember who. I'm having a blank. The pitcher for the White Sox yesterday, and Kirby carried it by himself to a push. Cinema. I think that one's fine. Speaking of yesterday, take a look at this surgical WNBA lineup I put in. Surgical! And I didn't post it because everybody was talking about, oh, Captain Crunch fed me chalk. Oh, Captain Crunch did that. Know your roles. Whenever I don't have to worry about dark clouds, I can cook with grease. Bacon grease, ham grease, chicken grease, chillins, collard greens, you name it. I'm putting it in the pot, I'm stirring it, and coming out with green cook. Jewel Lloyd sold me. K-Tel Marte sold me out of a bag. Adam anchored in like 5 slips. He sold them all. He sold. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. You know what that means, right? Comment guy? He's banned. No, I'm just kidding. He's not banned. But I show you that to let you know there's always going to be 1 leg. And I'm telling you this because I don't want you guys to get locked into 4, 5, 6 legs. Split them up, mix and match, break them down into smaller ones. I would have printed. I sold. Okay, I actually sold. Now, Logan Gilbert. We got Paul Skenes. Where you at, Skenes? We got to run with Skenes. This could be a sneaky combo too. Okay, I really think so. 12.5 Ks. I think Brady Singer can muster up 5. And I think Skenes could get 7 or 8. The problem with Skenes is something's telling me that he's due to get pulled early. If you take these 2, it's almost pushing 2x. If this was 2x, this would be the mortal nuke. Man, if this was 2x, I'm talking the Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan Mega Power nuke. You know when they went to lock up that handshake, brother? The universe almost exploded. And with Skenes and Gilbert in the mix, almost a 2xer. Woo! We almost got there, comment guy. We almost got there, but we're going to have to throw in a buffer because we need 1 more leg. We can't be going for 1.8x. That's not crispy enough for me. Well, if I was putting the whole 800 on it, it would be crispy, but I'm not going to do that. And by the way, comment guy, I talk about middling bets. This is something I teach in the Discord. You literally need to learn how to middle bets. You cannot be scared to middle bets. It's the only real way to start making money doing this long term, okay? You need to be taking both sides of the coin and finding a way to win. What does that mean? Well, you could take over 6.5 on both of these gents, and then you could take under 7.5 for Skenes and under 8 for Gilbert and land in the middle. They both land on 7 and you win all 4 bets, okay? That is a strategy called called middling. It works. I'm not telling you to do that in this specific scenario, but it does look kind of promising. I'm going to have to play with it a little bit more. Pause! Talking about baseball. We're fine. All right, let's run Skenes. Man, Skenes. All right, Skenes, where are you at? I already know you're going to be. I already know. This is a simulation model I built. I know how it works. I already know he's going to be simulating sky high. He's playing the Reds. They strike out more than the league average. They get less hits than the league average. His last 10 starts, 8, 9, 6, 6, 10, 5, 4, 9, 5, 7. The man deals. His name is Paul Skenes. You got it? Look at his head-to-heads. 9, 9, 7. He owns the Reds. Last 5, 8, 9, 6, 6, 10. I said he owns the Reds. We're going to put him at 6.5. We're going to run it. We're going to put his walks at 1.5. And looky, comment guy. Captain Crutch has got a hooky. This is the move. In order. Lock in how you fit in. All right? 8.86 Ks in 10,000 simulations. Wow, we're nuking 7.5. No, we're not. Stop being ridiculous, okay? Asking for 8 Ks on a random Thursday at 5 p.m. Central Time ain't hitting. Can he get 8 Ks? Sure, but I'm not going to ask for it. Earned runs, 1.85. Hits allowed, 4. Walks, 1.5. Innings pitched, 6. He's almost at 18 pitching outs. Not quite. I don't like that, comment guy. I don't like it. But 6.5 Ks, 74% of the time, it showed up on the over in the simulation. What that means, we ran it 10,000 times, 7,400 times, he was over 6.5. You know what that means, comment guy? It means 2,600 times he was under 6.5. You can't forget about that number. It's a big number. 26%. A lot of you guys get so hung up on the green, you forget that 26% is a big number. If I told you had 26% chance to walk out of your house and die, you'd be scared, wouldn't you? You'd be quivering in your boots. So don't forget about the other side of the coin. 1.5 walks, 43%. The recommendation, take more on the Ks, avoid the earned runs, avoid the hits allowed, and avoid the walks. However, Captain Crush steps in. He walks over to the plate, and he tells you, hey, comment guy, if you want to take a shot on the non-Gabi play, 57% of the time going under the walks, I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. I wouldn't begrudge you a bit, comment guy. I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. An under 4.5 hits allowed if you could find it. It is a demon. But if you wanted to take a stab at this, I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. He hasn't been walking people lately. He is Skenes. I know he can lose command in a blink, but if you wanted to take that, you could. I really do think this is the move today. Let's find a WNBA play and a hitter, and we're out of here, man. We're out of here. And I'm on the golf course at 9:30 a.m. Central Time, ready to be home by 5:30 Central Time to run that live stream and cook up some coin. But Crush, how do I get in the live stream? I want to get in the live stream too. By the way, the live stream slip yesterday when 3 of 4 Ketel Martes sold. It is what it is, comment guy. But you can get both of my data models for MLB. By the way, I have an NFL data model that's going to blow your socks off. The NFL content that I put out for the monthly fee that I charge is freaking criminal. It shouldn't be legal, but it is, and it is. I put out a lot of NFL content for DraftKings users, PrizePicks users, write-ups, player pools for draft. I do it all, man. Wait, you guys are, your heads are gonna explode. If you were in the cord the last 3 years, you know how NFL is. You know it cooks. You could sign up and backdoor your way into 30 days free with Chalkboard, ParlayPlay, Sleeper, Underdog. All you gotta do is use code CRUSH. Send me the screenshot. You'll get in the mix for 30 days free. If you've already exhausted those options, you can join right off the rip for a monthly fee. It will be $35. It will be, I'm telling you. Right now, it's still $25. You'll be grandfathered in for life. It's not a marketing pitch. It is going to $35 a month. I have to offset my server cost. It is what it is. But if you sign up now, you're grandfathered in for $25 a month. 3-month package at $60, 6 months at $125. You'll get Crushed Bats Hitters, which works right on your phone. Look at this snappy little app here. Oh my goodness, it's cinema. I love it. You got every hitter that's going to be playing on the slate, all his stats in one easy to read place. None of this, oh, where is it? Nonsense. It's hard to read. And then click a button and I'll predict you what exactly his performance metrics. Bang! In a blink. And it's right here for you. Easy to read. It works on your phone, iPhone, Android, all of it. Crushedbats.com. It gives you all the necessary things you need to succeed. I break it down so you can lay it down and you can cook. How about Blue Jay Roulette yesterday, comment guy? Did I lie to you about Ernie? No, I didn't. He soared. I told you. And we were all over it like flies on sting. So that's Crushed Bats Hitters. You'll also get Crushed Bats Pitchers, which is Crushonomics.com, which is giving you the simulated results for every pitcher in the league every single day. But you also get access to the general Discord chat where my community is. We have a good time. We coke and joke. I entertained all of you guys last night arguing with Dan for hours. Okay, let's be real. Man, the trolling was off the charts. You get my daily prop list sent right to your phone, which look just like this. Sometimes there's write-ups with them, sometimes there's not. Most of the time there is. I give you the Captain Slips tab where I post the slips directly right to your phone with links. You get my Roll Member tab slips where they post their lineups for you guys to tail, my most trusted members in the Discord. You can tail those lineups. You will never not have a lineup to tail, guys. And more importantly than that, the granddaddy of them all, the live stream tab. This is where it all goes down, baby. Captain Crush goes live Monday through Friday, 5:30 Central. On Sunday, 11 a.m., an hour before kickoff, and I break it all down so you can lay it down. Get in how you fit in. This is where the money is made. 5:30 Central time. Get in the mix. There's not a soul on this planet that gives more value and bang for your buck than Captain Crush. Most of you guys join these Discords, they scam you, they give you bogus picks, and that's all they do. They don't interact with you. I don't do any of that stuff, bro. That's all nonsense. When you sign up for this, you're paying for a tool to enhance your process. That's it. Captain Crush's data models, Captain Crush summarizing it up, my takes, my advice, that's it. All those other Discords, let me tell you, they're fugazi. There's only one diamond in this industry, baby, and you're looking at them when it comes to delivering content for cheap prices. It's Old Crush. Now let's move on. The selling pitch is over. If you're not bought in, you sold. Gilbert, 6.5. Skenes, 6.5. We need a hitter, Papa. We need a hitter. So what do? We go to our hits allowed tab. We look at the hits so we could see what's going on. Jacob Lopez, 4.5 hits allowed. Gilbert, 3.5. Singer, 4.5. Skenes, 3.5. Shane Smith, 4.5. Perez, 3.5. There's not a lot. These hits alloweds are kind of low. Parker's the only one that really has a high chance to give up a lot of hits. So you know what that means, comment guy? It means our hitter has to be from the Athletics. Now, I told you we would run Lewis Robert and Tyler Soderstrom, and we will. So let's go to Crush Bats and take a look. All right, so we were on Rooker. Let's look at Soderstrom. All right, so I have him selected here. His hard hit, 54. Slug, 0.418. Woba, 0.384. And his barrel is 3% with a 2.58 overall average. Predict his stats. Let's run it. It's done. 0.98 hits with 70% confidence. I mean, mid. 0.45 runs, 0.44 RBI. All this is mid. 9%, 11% chance of a home run. I mean, lefty on lefty. Yeah, I'm not interested in him today, guys. I'm just not. There's better guys we can attack from this game. Like, I would rather go with Brent Rooker, okay? Absolutely. We'll run Brent Rooker and take a look. His stats are better. 1.39, 95% confidence. So this is what this means. This is the projection. This is the model's confidence in the projection it spit out, okay? So you want a high number here and a high number here. 95% confidence is enough to put it in the rip. 0.86 runs, but only 60% confidence. So, it's kind of good. It's kind of, it's 60%, not bad, all right? 17% chance at a home run with 14% confidence. 6% barrel rate and a 50% hard hit rate. We project 0.17, which is 17%. This represents the probability of achieving optimal launch angle and exit velocity, okay? Righty on lefty, favorable, strong hard hit, elite expected performance. It's a neutral park as far as I'm concerned, and there's a slight headwind reducing the ball flight by 3%, which is also to be discussed. So let's look at Brent Rooker. It's also a nice pivot. Everyone's going to be on Soderstrom. You could take Rooker. I don't think that's bad. He's due a master class. What I will say about this game, though, comment guy, is that I don't like that it starts at 11:05 a.m. I really don't. But look at this. You want to talk about a guy that's due 2/28/207. Yeah, he's due a dinger, Mr. Comment guy. He's due a dinger. So absolutely, I think you could take Rooker at 7 hitter fantasy score, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Oh yeah, that would bump you to 2.6x. If you take the full line, it takes you all the way to 3.25x. But again, Captain Crush doesn't like taking 3 legs to get 3x. I just don't, okay? But I'm telling you, either one of these for Rooker is fine. Again, the slate isn't good, but I think 1.4 hits at 95% confidence is pretty good. There's probably better hitters out there. Let's look at Lewis Robert, Chicago White Sox. Light tailwind, no real impact. All right, where you at, buddy? You're all the way down at the bottom, aren't you? Yep, there you are. Center fielder, right hand. All right, let's predict his performance, baby! Look at this. This is why his line is so low. He's been absolutely way exceeding expectations. You put him against a guy like Logan Gilbert, and he's never going to project well. Ever Ever, ever, ever. Now, this is just model data analytics. This is what should happen. PrizePicks has a similar system, how they set the lines. That's why his fantasy score is 5. Now, he has been cooking, absolutely cooking and dealing, and he has the hot bat, which models can't account for. If you want to take that, you can, but these are the numbers, guys. It's not that great, okay, for him. And that's because he's facing an elite pitcher. Now, the Marlins... You could look at the Marlins. I'm not going to go through here and run all them, but I would be targeting some of the Marlins, and then the Mariners absolutely facing Shane Smith. I think they could get it done there. You got Cal Raleigh. I had him last night. He went yard, I think. Well, he cashed his fantasy squad. I can't remember if he hit a home run. Crawford finally got his, but Josh Naylor is the wagon right now. 10% barrel rate. He's going to project ridiculous. He's got to. Absolutely. I knew it. I knew it, comment guy. I knew it. 26% chance of a home run. 1.2 hits at 86% confidence. 0.67 runs, 50%, 80%. I mean, he's in the mix. Lefty on righty. Shane Smith, high barrel, strong hard hit. I'm going for it. You want to tail, you can. If you want to fade, fade. So Rooker and Naylor would be the two. And again, if you want that tool, you just got to go to You just got to go to CaptainCrush.net and get in the mix, man. $25 a month, you get that and the pitcher side, plus my live streams, picks, and everything else. Now you can take his 1.5 Herbie, which I did last night, sweat free, or his fantasy score, either one. It is popular. He is due regression, but the model likes it. I think it's fine. You could go there. So that's pretty much it for MLB. The creative part is going to be where you guys have to find a way to get these into lineups that make sense. This right here is 6x if you did this. Again, I'm going extremely light today, but if you did that, I mean, I don't really think that's optimal. 4 plays. Game mode is not allowed for your current location. Well, whatever that means, we'll fix that. But either combination of these, you could take these two with one of these guys, or you could just take these two if you wanted just the 1.8x. It's up to you guys, whatever you want to do. Let's look at WNBA. The one thing I want to say for WNBA before we get out of here is Kelsey Plum has been an absolute demon. Her assist has been a free square since I can remember. Look at the last 5. And the fact that her line is still at 5.5 makes no sense to me. But what I will tell you guys to do is her RA is at 8.5. I think that would be the pivot off of the popular assist. I think you could go there at 8.5 for Kelsey Plum. All right. Short and sweet video today. We're going to talk NFL preseason on the live stream. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to smash the like button. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.